it was it was good, you boys. Today, I'm just gonna speak about my 2025 recap and how everything went in this year, and just my plans for next year with content and just like how I can improve content and my physique and further my influence that I had on people and inspire people to be better. So 2025 was a very interesting year, full of ups and downs. The highs are highs, the lows are lows, but I still rose above it. So 2025, actually the second month of the year, I injured my hand and I almost tore a ligament, and oh my goodness, but that was so mentally challenging. So I had to rehab for 3 months. I had to like strengthening it. I had to like I was the most mentally challenging 3 months of the year, from February the 9th, I think, until the end of June. I couldn't work out upper body, but I didn't use that as like an excuse to not put the work. And I was still in the book. I was eating my meal. I was still getting my protein, and I was still, I adapted to my situation. Then I switched my whole split to a 4-day leg split. So it's a good thing I could focus on legs, but no matter what, I still had a goal. Because at the start of that year, I made a decision to come back to content creation as just TikTok and like just TikTok, right? And like everything I was thinking about is coming back stronger, making better content, inspiring more people, And then this year has also taught me that I actually love this content stuff. If you guys don't know, I used to do content a couple years ago, and I stopped for like 2 years. And then this year, I made my comeback to YouTube in September. This year, like, I actually started doing cardio. Like, the amount of people like message me and I inspire them is crazy. Like 2025 was, highs, lows, lows. Me being injured is my low. Highs, just inspiring people, seeing the message people like message me and stuff saying that I did this for them, I did that for them. I'm like, wow. So 2025 was actually look like this gym stuff. I actually like, because most people would get injured and use that excuse not to try. So 2025 taught me that actually like, because no matter what, even though I was mentally down, I constantly thinking of, all right, when I come back. There's no doubt in my mind that I was gonna stop this. No doubt in my mind that I wasn't gonna come back from the injury. I came back stronger than ever. I came back stronger than ever, and I locked in properly. I learned more. I realized I love content. I love the gym. I realized I love inspiring people. I like when people are trying to do better and they tell me in their journey. Sometimes I don't message back because I'm busy, but I try my best. So 2025 was the highest. Was like I finally got muscle up. I came back from injury. I got lean. I looked better. I'm stronger when I'm leaner. I started doing cardio. Like, and as when I started doing cardio, I got leaner and I got more confident because I can see my abs. I can see like more, striations, and like get more compliments and stuff. And like 2025 was a good year. I learned a lot for myself. I learned that I got to stay consistent. Consistency is key. People don't understand like what you can do, what can you actually achieve from just staying consistent and showing up. In 2026, this is a year you actually gonna lock in and actually do what you said you can do. This year, 2025, we say January, you actually lock in and change your body. You can get that job you want. You can change your life forever, your mom's life, your family's life, or you can stay stagnant or in the exact same position at the end of 2026. Lock in now so you have a better future. Stop procrastinating. Stop saying you're gonna do this and do the opposite or not do anything. You have to be uncomfortable to change. You feel me? So are you actually gonna lock in, or are you gonna say making excuses for why you're not at where you're at? So 2026 is the year of you lock in. You lock in, get left behind. It's sad. It's the truth. You get left behind if you don't actually lock in. The amount of people that said at the start of this year that you're gonna lock in and stay in the gym, change their body in the exact same position as they were at the start of this year. Don't be that person. Be that person that always above their word. Always, do what they say they're gonna do, and then improve always and try their best. Because the worst thing that you can do is not try. Because when you do try, you can. If you fail, maybe at least you tried. 2026, no more procrastinating. No more going out for no reason. Like, think of me. I'm a person that I love saying the perfect balance. Find the perfect balance. I don't say don't stop going out. I don't say that. I say find a balance to where you can still do what you want to do, but also work on yourself. Because if you look better, feel better, you're more confident, and then when you're out there and you actually see that the work you put in, you can feel better. But that's only if you actually start. If you keep procrastinating, how can you actually do that? The 2026 will stop all the negative stuff, stop all the self-doubt, stop all the fucking self-hate. We're gonna rise above the hate, rise above the self-hate, rise above everything, rise above all the hate from other people, all the negative thoughts. It will be positive. 2026, this is a year where you take over. 2026 will stop with this. The type of mindset will stop happening. I'll do it later, man. Mindset. You need to stop that mindset right there. If you think of something, you want to start the gym, start that business, talk to that girl, or whatever. Do it. Do it. Who cares what will happen? And what I was saying before my camera actually overheated was in 2026, whenever you think of doing something that can potentially, make you generational type of money or better yourself as a person, your physique, do it as soon as you think it or within 24 hours. Don't think of it and say, oh, I'm gonna remember later. That what gets people. People think of something and say, I'll do it later, then forget, and then it's gone. That couldn't be the chance of you making it out finally. So 2026, no more procrastination. Anything you think to do, you do it there. You feel me? And so my goals in 2026 are to just keep staying consistent, content, gym, become a better person, and then furthering my influence everywhere in the world. I want people from the most random parts of Brazil, people back home, people in fucking Europe to know who I am, see my consistency, see my message, and then, feel my influence and next year especially, I want to show my South Sudanese brothers and sisters that it's possible. We may have, small wrists, small ankles, maybe naturally slim, but hey, that's an advantage, man. We have the best, in my opinion, we have the best genetics, so I want my South Sudanese brothers and sisters to know, our genetics, because I always say, if you actually lock in and build muscle, we have a crazy physique because we have such small waist. We have long limbs, so once you actually, fill out our frame, we look crazy. Like, I be getting compliments because I have such long legs and arms that I filled it out. So I want to influence everyone and tell all my South Sudanese brothers and sisters that lock in. You can still go out and still do what you like to do, but find time for yourself and improving your health. 2026, we're all locking in. No more procrastination, no more, negative thoughts, no more, I can't do this, I don't think I can do that. We're all going to do it. Have a positive mindset, and then, lock in. 2026, it's our year, You're going to make it out. Let's go.